You already know who this is. Jamel Suggs, ATL. First, let me get this out the way. Let me go ahead and crow up. Shout out to all the Who Dat Nation. Shout out to Who Dat Nation. Shout out to y'all vid makers. Saints Uptown. Who Dat Silverback. 504 Flamers. B Slaughter. Moni 504. Jamal Seaton. Chad Benson. And the rest of the Who Dat Nation. Y'all beat us yesterday, 2017. We lost on a late interception. Costly. We had a couple of other things that cost us too. We had a penalty on third down that, moved us out of field goal range by Andy Levitre on a personal foul, which just, But anyways, like I said, shout out to the Who Dat Nation. Shout out to the Saints. You want the Saints? Y'all beat us, man. Fair and square. It came down to the end of the drive, man. That was a good game. Classic, NFC South division rival game. All those games are tough. We could have easily won this. We could have easily won this game, but I'm not gonna make no excuses. I'm just tired of saying the same thing over and over again. How we lost the game. Clearly, it was clear how we lost the game. But like I said, y'all deserve it. Y'all came out here, y'all won. Hey, we 8-8. Hey, what can I say? 8-8. Not how I wanted to end the season, but we shot ourselves in the foot. But now that I got my crow out the way, a couple other things I want to get off my chest too, since I'm doing this video. The season as a whole, some things I was impressed with, some things I weren't impressed with. Things I weren't impressed with, the things that, that need, things I didn't like. Turnovers. See, like every game we turned the ball over. Just about every game. It cost us a lot of games. Doing that with 6-game losing streak, a lot of those games, we had a costly turnover. We was in those games. A lot of those games we lost, we didn't get blown. Only game we lost that we got blown out in was the Carolina game in Carolina. Which, when we came back and beat them a couple weeks later, lets you know that, that was an anomaly. But with the exception of one game, we was in every game, with the exception of one. I think that has to be cleaned up. I think overall we ranked 5th in the NFL in giveaways. That's pretty high. When you turn the ball over that much, you're not gonna win. I don't care who you playing. You could be playing a high school team. You're not gonna win. But you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, man, we correct that up during the off season. It was like the things I did like though. A couple things I was impressed with. Defense did look better this year, despite us not. We couldn't really get to a quarterback like that, but it takes time, to build the type of team you want. So I'm not gonna get too, caught up on that. Despite not having a pass rush, we still did a good job. We was ranked 15, I think, overall. Last year our defense ranked dead last. So that's a big jump from last season. From 32 all the way to 15. As far as like who stays and who goes, it's clear who needs to stay and who needs to go. You see, defensively, as far as defense go, I think this may be Willie Moe's last season here. I love Willie Moe, always have. But he reminds me of Sean Witherspoon. Great player, Can't stay on the field. When he's on the field, he's always making an impact. But he can't stay on the field. He just can't. He's injury prone. He's Sean Witherspoon 2.0. So I think, if anything, we'll cut back with him. What else? Corners. I think our corners are pretty solid. Pretty straight at corner. I think we go get us a nickel corner, but overall, man, I was impressed with our corners. Trufant, you already know how great Trufant is. I think he should have went to the Pro Bowl, but it's neither here nor there. He's easily a top 5 corner. He had a great season. Robert Alford, big improvement, man. Big improvement. He looked like night and day from last season. Because last year, man, last couple of years, the problem with him was penalties. He'd make a good play but get called for a holding. Which, clearly he looks better from last year. So I'm proud of Robert Alford. Proud of him. He did the necessary things to get better this year. So kudos to Robert Alford. O-line, man, clearly we need to get better at O-line. Not as bad as it was the last couple of years, but it's still a work in progress, After all, this O-line did help Devontae Freeman get 1,000 yards. So it wasn't that bad, but it still could be better. Like I said, behind this O-line, Devontae Freeman had 1,000 yards. So really wasn't as bad as people made it seem, but it could be better. Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan. You know what though? A lot of people have been giving Kyle Shanahan some slack, but really think about it. In this offense, what's his name? Devontae Freeman put up career numbers. Led the league in rushing touchdowns. Had 1,000 yards rushing. Last time we had 1,000-yard rusher was 4 years ago. When we had Michael Turner, 2011. That was 4 years ago. And this was up on it, So shout out to Devontae Freeman. He got 1,000 yards up on the Shanahan. The play calling was, iffy at times. It was bad at times, but if we look at it outside of Julio, what other weapons do we have? I mean, Jacob Tamme came through. I ain't gonna lie. Jacob Tamme, man, was big for us this year. I think we keep him around. But yeah, the play calling could have been better at times. But when you got receivers dropping passes, and I think we had a few drop passes yesterday. The Carolina game, we had 5 drop passes. So that ain't all on Shanahan. You got drop passes left and right. Players can't hold on to the ball. That's not all on Shanahan. But we still got to get some good offensive linemen to help out Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan don't have a capable offensive line. So that ain't all him. But man, go 8-8, man. I think we have a lot to build on for next season. We have a lot to build on. I think we headed in the right direction though. Just keep drafting well, and I think we're pretty all right. But I've done this video long enough. It's been 9 minutes, almost 10. So shout out to all the DBN, all the loyal DBN members who've been here through thick and thin. Sports Live, especially Sports Live, man. He's been here through thick and thin. Say what you want, but that's a loyal fan. He's been here through since day one. When we went 5-0 until even when we went on a 6-game losing streak, Sports Live was here, repping, growing up every week. So yeah, shout out Sports Live. Falcons for Life, 12th man. My boy Redbird, that's my dog. Shout out Redbird. By the way, Redbird. Don't listen to these niggas. Don't let them none of them niggas get to you, dog. Like, pay them niggas no mind, Redbird. Sean J, shout out to Sean. Joe Rock, Fantasy Football, Aries Falcon, and the rest of y'all. The mail stuff, ATL, and gone.